with your friends, who gossip in every day. But our everyday activity is something I take this on eternal will be positive. Come to my house, what you need and you drink. Go to my neighbor, you got it for me. What did they say in the cannot need to do? The life be everything activity that what we do. So no dispatch, the better we can get you up. Not keep glass, nobody can believe it. Go, every day activity, no money to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything activity is something that we produce. Cheer all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, let them do the play. Not every one chicken say, Bogoli Oko, it's so costly. Not every one chicken say, Bogoli Oko, it's so costly. Let me know if you say one body. You are chill, shaka, pop your passage. I wanna just Sunday with police. Sunday, my story different. My chicken say, Bogoli Oko, so classic.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Cyan, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Cyan.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, going deep and deeper. Put in thought to each living sense.
Oh, yes, folks, let's say good morning and welcome to the midweek presentation of the program from the Pre-News, brought to you by Crime Stopper Liberia, Exeter's Best Price Store with 2 branches, one Gurley Street, the other one is on the Old Road, Smart Road Junction, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, one of the giants in the petroleum business in this country. Mayuba and Sons have been around for more than 20 years and still providing quality services to the people of Liberia. So those of you looking for a petroleum company that can be a major supplier, well, I recommend to you Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. And those of you that will be throwing a special occasion, you having your birthday party, wedding reception, repast, whatever, get together, and you want to get stuff, alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks for that occasion, well, the place to go to get drinks for cheaper price is Exeter's Best Price Store. The good news is about Exeter's Best Price Store is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products. They also have a delivery service. So when you go and you have an issue with transportation, well, they can handle that for you, provided you do business with them. So that's it. Those of you who are watching us, please help us and share the live. This is the midweek presentation. I'm Wendell Nimne, and Esther Daku is not around yet. So let's welcome all of you to this edition of the show. Those of you who are watching, please don't just watch. Drop a comment, share the live, drop a comment, tell us where you're watching us from, and we'll definitely mention you on the show. So somebody is saying 11 more days to our anniversary. Freedom FM will be celebrating our 9th anniversary on the 16th of November. And 8 days later, I'm going to be celebrating my birthday, which is going to be on the 24th of November. So, folks, yesterday and day before, we've been telling you about the tax we have. The print news have a task, and the task is that we are to secure 2 jerseys for our anniversary in the tune of 200 United States dollars. So we have come to ask you, our followers, well-meaning for Liberians, supporters, fans, followers of this institution, to be a part, whatever way you can identify with us to make sure that our 2 jerseys are secured. Well, we are open to you on that. We have a number that you can use. Those of you who want to make donations, we have a mobile money number, and we'll place the number again on our live, so that those of you who are watching, whatever you have to contribute to that number, would definitely appreciate you. So that's the information. 11 more days to go to Freedom FM 9th anniversary. We've been standing tall for 9 years, I'm telling you. And it's a great thing to be around for 9 years. Yeah. I'm a witness to that. We've been in the front line of this institution. So we are so happy to be around for 9 years. This is the first radio station I've ever given my time to for 9 years. I'm telling you. I just can't remember even my days at EFBC, DC 101, Magic FM, Voice FM, Heart FM, and never, man. So just take 9 years of my time. Freedom FM is the only station I've given such amount of years to. 9 years. And the good thing about it, the first person to talk on this radio was me. I'm telling you, I remember when we opened, it was not an easy task. It was very, very, tough. But as God could have it, we made it through, and we are still here counting. So 11 more days to our anniversary. Those of you, maybe you listening and you say, look, I can buy you guys a set of jersey. Our color is red, white, and blue, the national color. That's our color. So maybe you say you want to buy us a set of jersey. We really appreciate you. The reason we are asking for 2 sets of jersey because we're going to play some football games and kickball games. So the same jersey the men wearing, the women wouldn't wear that. So whatever you have to be a part of our anniversary celebration, well, don't hesitate to reach out to us. All right. You want to come here, you come and ask for Ruth Seaton Morris, or you ask for Chris Sapo. All right. These are the first contact before you can get to us. So maybe you want to talk to Mr. Nimne, you want to talk to Mr. Kine, or whoever you want to talk to. The head of the anniversary committee is Abraham Kamara. You can also reach out to Abraham Kamara, and he's being co-assisted on that committee by the radio director, Esther Daku. Marilyn Griffiths is also a part. Stanley B. Namwe is also a part of the anniversary committee. So whatever way you want to be a help to us, hey, come on, don't hesitate. All right. So I know you are listening and say, a set of jersey is not more than $100. I can buy it for Freedom FM. because Freedom FM is providing us the information that we want to hear about our country. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll post our number on the Facebook Live, and we'll also call the number before we leave from here. So, folks, welcome to it, the program from the Print News, the midweek presentation. And like we told you, this program is sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Tool, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. I'm your lead presenter today. Wendell is my name. So I'm going to be with you, hoping to join our weather report man, Solomon Tunis, to bring us the weather report. So, folks, that's the information for you. We are about to post that's the mobile money number. All right, we have a mobile money number, and we're going to post that number on our Facebook Live. So while I'm in the process of doing that, let's take our theme song, and when we come back, we'll join straight to bringing you stories from the online version of Front Page Africa. So stay tuned. We will be right back. Okay, folks, those of you who are watching, and we have the mobile money number there. The name attached to that number is Esther Daco. So whatever contribution you have for us, please, you can send it to that number. The number, for those of you who are listening, is 0888 024 973. 0888 024 973, and the name attached to that number is Esther Daco. All right, so we are open to your contribution. We are, hoping that you can make our anniversary a successful one. All right, so that's the tax we have as the Print News. We have been given the tax to, get 2 sets of jersey. So whatever way you want to be a help, just make sure that we secure those 2 sets of jersey. All right, we are looking up to you. All right, so let's get to the readings now. Let's begin with this story. 2 main interesting story here I see on the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. So this is going to be our very first story. This story is going to be our very first story. All right, let's get to this story. It says here, Liberia Senator Amara Cornyn urges thorough review of proposed toll road concession before ratification, says deal ace. All right, so that's it right here on the online version of the front page Africa newspaper. Let's run some lines from there. Senator Amara Kone of Bapolo County has cautioned the Liberian Senate against rushing to ratify the proposed toll road concession agreement between the government of Liberia and Private Fort Our Associates Limited, warning that while the project is directionally sound, it is procedurally premature and could expose the country to significant fiscal and legal risks if not properly reviewed. In a detailed policy memo to Senator Abbott Chie, chair of the Joint Committee on Road Concession and Public Works, dated August 24, 2025, Senator Cornyn, who also chairs the Senate Committee on Public Accounts and Audits, PSC, is a former Minister of Finance and Development Planning, emphasized that the proposed deal, though well-intentioned, lacks the necessary institutional and fiscal foundations to ensure its success. This concession is a complex arrangement that cannot be rushed. Connor wrote, while the agreement attempts to address Liberia's vexing bad road infrastructure challenge, the government must carefully scrutinize its financial model, assumptions, potential exposure, and its impact on debt sustainability, since our current overall debt distress is rated as high. The Pivotal Toll Road project, the proposed toll road concession between the government of Liberia and Private Fort Our Associates Limited, a private infrastructural development firm, presents one of the country's most ambitious public-private partnership initiatives aimed at modernizing Liberia's transport infrastructure. The concept originated from the government's plan to improve road connectivity between Monrovia and other major corridors, particularly those linking economic hubs and border regions. Under the proposed arrangement, Pivotal Our Associates Limited, a Sierra Leonean company, will finance, construct, operate, and maintain a major highway corridor under a build, operate, transferred model. In return, the company would recover its investment through toll collections over a concession period. Negotiations between the government of Liberia and Pivotal Our Associates intensified in recent years, culminating in the signing of a draft concession agreement that was submitted to the Liberian legislature for ratification. However, the proposal has drawn scrutiny from lawmakers, civil society actors, and infrastructure experts who have called for greater transparency and due diligence before approval. Supporters of the deal argued that it offers a sustainable financing solution to address Liberia's poor road network, while critics contend that the agreement may have procedural and technical gaps that need to be addressed before ratification. And as of now, the concession remains under legislative review, with key stakeholders emphasizing the need for a thorough evaluation of the project's economic, environmental, and social implications before proceeding. All right, folks, we can leave it right there, and we will jump to more stories here on the online version of Front Page Africa newspaper. And let's take this story. It says President Bouaka requests 1 week extension to summit fiscal year 2026 national budget. The executive branch of government, that's the executive branch of the government of Liberia, has formally informed Liberians through the legislature that the submission of the 2026 national budget will be delayed for another 1 week because it needs time for additional consultations with key national and international partners to ensure a credible and comprehensive financial framework. In a formal communication to the plenary of the House of Representatives, President Bouaka Senior has notified that August body that the submission of the draft national budget for fiscal year 2026 will be delayed by 1 week, acknowledged the statutory requirement under Section 17.1 of the amended and restated Public Financial Management Act of 2019, which mandates that the draft budget be presented to the legislature at least 2 months before the end of the current fiscal year by October 31. However, the Liberian leader explained that while the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning and the Liberian Revenue Authority have completed the revenue and expenditure framework for the fiscal year 2026 budget, ongoing consultations with development partners are yet to be concluded. These consultations, he emphasized, are critical to ensuring that the national budget aligns with both domestic priorities and international opportunities or international commitments. Accordingly, the Ministry of Finance, Development Planning and the Liberia Revenue Authority have completed the revenue and expenditure framework for the draft fiscal year 2026 budget. However, I have also been informed that necessary consultations with some local and external partners whose feedback are critical to the crafting of a credible and comprehensive budget have not been fully exhausted. To allow for the consummation of this process, it has become necessary that the submission of the draft fiscal year 2026 budget be done no sooner than November 7, 2025, reads the President's communication. Honorable Speaker, let me assure you of our administration's commitment to proactive engagement with the legislature with the view to promulgating laws and policies aimed at advancing the well-being of the Liberian people. It is my hope that the fiscal year 2026 budget process would serve as one more opportunity for us to strengthen the framework for coordination aimed at achieving our shared national vision and goals. The President reaffirmed his administration's commitment to working closely with the legislature in advancing the country's governance and development agenda, describing the budget process as a vital instrument for achieving Liberia's shared national vision. The fiscal year 2026 national budget, once submitted, is expected to outline the government's spending priorities and fiscal strategies for the upcoming year, including investments in infrastructure, education, health, and agriculture. Key pillars under President Bouaka's arrest: agriculture, roads, rule of law, education, sanitation, and tourism development agenda. Following the reading of the communication, it was acknowledged by members of the House of Representatives through the majority yea votes. All right, folks, that's it. Let's move on and take more stories. We have more interesting stories to share with you. And those of you who are watching, we encourage you to help us and share the live. And you can also drop your comments there. Let's take this story. Okay, this story would do. Let's take this story. Okay, what the Senate is saying. Senate passes Cybercrime Act to combat IT fraud and others. And at long last, The Liberian Senate has passed the Cybercrime Act of 2025, aimed at establishing a modernized digital and cybersecurity legal framework in the country. The proposed act also seeks to combat internet fraud, amongst others. It was passed with amendments during regular sitting in the chambers of the Liberian Senate on Tuesday, November 4, 2025. The passage stemmed from the submission of a report from the Joint Committee on Post and Telecommunications, Judiciary and Claims and Petition. In its report, the committee pointed out that its review of the draft legislation was guided by a public hearing, relevant legal, technical, and policy considerations, including benchmarking against regional and international standards, such as those of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, the African Union, AU, and other best practices from West Africa. Based on this analysis, the committee recommended the incorporation of specific amendments to the bill. It disclosed that these revisions aim to enhance oversight, accountability, international cooperation, data protection, and the enforcement mechanism of the Act, administration and institutional framework. The committee amended Section 35 of the composition of the Liberian National Cybersecurity Council, LNCC, by adding the Financial Intelligence Agency as a permanent voting member. It recommended the revised composition of the Act as the Ministries of Posts, Chair, Justice, Co-Chair, Finance, Defense, the Central Bank of Liberia, Liberia Revenue Authority, National Security Agency, Liberia Telecommunications Authority, Liberia Computer Emergency Response Team, FIA, Private Sector 2 members, Civil Society 1 member. It called for LCERT to be funded through the national budget, with its allocation submitted under the budget of the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications for legislative approval. Well, let's leave it right there. So, folks, that's it. The Senate has passed the Cybercrime Act. They finally passed that act. But let's get to this story. Let's see what this story is all about. It says MCSS sponsors students in India cry out over lack of support. 19 Liberian students studying in India under the Monrovia Consolidated School System, MCSS scholarship program, are raising alarms over what they describe as neglect and abandonment by the institution's current administration. The students, including teachers pursuing master's degrees, one PhD candidate, and several undergraduates, say they have been without medical insurance, stipends, or basic financial support for over 1 year, despite repeated appeals to the MCSS, the Ministry of Education, and the Liberian Senate. In the communication seen by Front Page Africa, the students said they left Liberia on September 30, 2024, under the administration of former MCSS Superintendent James Momo, to pursue graduate and undergraduate programs at APJ's Taya University and Graphic Era University in India. However, after Momo's suspension and the appointment of Dr. Agorin Stevens as acting superintendent, the students alleged the new leadership has ignored their pleas for assistance. Since our arrival, we have not received a single dollar for medical or financial support, said Sam S. Sion, who represents the group. Now, what's Sam Sion? Okay. All right. So it says we have written several communications to the MCSS, the Ministry of Education, and the Senate, but the current administration continues to ignore our cries. Life here is very tough. Many of us are struggling to survive. The Senate intervention, the matter drew the attention of the Liberian Senate Committee on Education and Public Administration, which on September 2 summoned Dr. Stevens to appear before the committee. In the official communication signed by Committee Chair Senator Nathaniel McGill, the Senate cited urgent concerns over the delay in tuition payments, lack of medical coverage, and threat of expulsion from the university due to unpaid fees. Given the gravity of this matter, which touches the image of the Republic and the future of young Liberians, the committee expects your full cooperation, the Senate letter stated. But during her appearance before the committee, Dr. Stevens reportedly informed senators that all outstanding obligations had been settled and that the students' medical insurance was covered, a claim that students say is untrue. Why would she go and lie? Why would these government officials continue to lie to the people? The students are crying. You say their medical insurance and everything has been covered. And they are saying it's untrue. That statement was false. The students said in the follow-up letter to the Senate, we still have outstanding balances and have not received any support for medical insurance or living expenses. Well, folks, that does it for the... do we have time to squeeze in one more story? Yes, we do. And let's see this story. Okay, let's see what this story is all about. Let's see whether we can take this story as our last. Okay. Okay, it says House dissolves special operation procedures at the National Elections Commission. Oh, yeah? The House of Representatives has endorsed a recommendation from its Joint Committee on Elections and Inaugurations and Judiciary, which calls for the immediate dissolution of the Special Operation Procedures, SOPs, within the National Elections Commission, NEC. The decision follows a former request by Sino County District Number 3 Representative Alex S. Noah, who raised concerns that the SOP's unit was operating outside the legal framework of the NEC and lacks statutory authority. In its detailed report to plenary, the Joint Committee noted that the NEC, as established by law, is an autonomous public body responsible for conducting, supervising, and administering all elections and referenda in Liberia. The committee stressed that any administrative or operational structure within the commission must be grounded in the act that created the NEC, emphasizing that any deviation undermines the rule of law, transparency, and public trust in the electoral process. According to the report, the SOP structure was allegedly created and has been operating within the NEC without legal backing or transparent oversight. The committee described SOPs as a parallel and irregular system that interferes with the Commission's established chain of command and accountability mechanisms. Furthermore, the Joint Committee also expressed concern that the existence of such a unit poses serious risks to the integrity of Liberia's elections, could erode public confidence, and may discourage donor support for the country's democratic processes. Well, folks, those are all the stories we brought you this morning. I'm going to recap all of the stories. And we took the story. It says Bwaka, that's President Bwaka, requests 1 week extension for the fiscal year 2026 budget. And another story says Senate passes Cybercrime Act Senate passes Cyber Crime Act to combat IT fraud and others. And Liberian students studying India crying that they have been abandoned by the Monrovia City Corporation. Their medical insurance, some of their fees they're supposed to pay to the university are yet to be paid. So they are calling on the authority to see reason to settle them, because to where they are, life is very, very tough with them. So they are calling on the government of Liberia to see reason to settle their benefits. Okay. And Amara Kone urges Senator Amara Kone, all right, this story, Senator Amara Kone urges the government of Liberia, okay, he says, Amara Kone urges thorough review of proposed toll road concession before ratification, says the deal is, all right. So we leave it right there. Those are all the stories we brought to you this morning. Those of you who are watching, don't forget to share the live and drop a comment to where you are and watching us. Please share the live for us. All right, so let me talk to my anniversary committee head. Then I'll come back after our break. Then we'll take our talking points. All this kit. All right, so those of you who are watching and listening, playing the Win Liberia Cash giveaway this midweek is a good thing for you. You're playing with $50 Liberian dollars or 25 cents USD, and you stand a chance to win fabulous prizes. Bags of rice, cash prizes, you just name it. You just look. If I was the one playing this game, if I have $1,000 in my phone, I will play all. Trust me. You can't play $1,000 and you don't be a victor. So even if I have $1,500, I will play all. I will play because my number will just be passing around the machine. And when turning the machine, my number will just stop, say you winner. So that's how you play it. Put 2,000 in your phone. When you win 5,000, that's a lot. You win a bag of rice, that's a lot. So you're playing with 50 LD or 25 cents USD. And these are the core. I'm sorry. For those of you playing with the smaller phone, you're playing, you will have to dial *255*1#. If you have a bigger phone, you will have to dial *255*1#. The more you play, you stand a better chance to win. It's the Freedom Win Liberia Cash giveaway right here on the biggest part on your FM band. Let's take word from our sponsor, and we will be right back with you with more beautiful programs. Keep listening. This is your favorite FM dial, 87.9, broadcasting to you from the nation's capital, Monrovia. Let's take our break and be right back.
About musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. Well, it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Cyan, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Cyan.
In Monrovia, we want peace in Liberia.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, son, go in deep and deeper. Put in thought to EGK. Be that living sense in her.
All right, folks, welcome back after that break. Let's 11 more days to the countdown. 11 more days to Freedom FM 9th anniversary, where we will be having, some activities on that day. The 16th actually falls on Sunday, but we will do all of our activities on the 15th. That is the eve to our anniversary. So this program called From the Pre-News, we have a task. The task we have is to purchase 2 jerseys or 2 sets of jerseys for our anniversary. One for the kickball team and one for the male team, the male football team. So we are, asking you, our supporters, followers, web meaningful Liberians, those of you who love the things that we do here, those of you who even don't love the things that we do here, but you always follow us because, it's always good to follow us, or you can join us. Look, we are an institution that's open to everybody. All right. We pledge our allegiance to the country, not to an individual, not to a political party. We pledge our allegiance to Mama Liberia. All right. So whoever want to identify with us, maybe you want to do it privately, quietly, secretly. You don't want your name to be mentioned. Call me up or come at the station or send somebody here to the station and get our numbers. Then you reach out to us. But we have a mobile money number on the Facebook Live for those of you who are watching that want to be a help in making sure that we get our 2 sets of jersey. The number is there. For those of you who are listening, this is the number. You can send whatever contribution you have to. The name attached to the number is Esther Daco. 0888 024 973. 0888 024 973 is the number we are using to, take a contribution. Whatever you have, just make sure you be a help to us. All right. So, folks, let me read out the comments. And when we come back, we'll take calls. There are too many things we talk about this morning. The president of Liberia has asked for 1 week extension for the budget of next year, the fiscal year 2026. And Liberian students who are currently, in India are calling on the Monrovia Consolidated School System to, settle their balances with the universities because their medical insurance, according to them, has not been covered. They are still owing the school or the university some fees that they need to pay. All right. Or if not, they were facing expulsion. All right. That's a big word, expulsion. They will send them from that country because they don't have the money to end their studies. So if they don't have the money to pay from now to the deadline that the school gave them, they will have to send them out of the school. And when they send them out of the school, they are students. They are on student visa. They can't be loitering in the people country and they don't have anything to do. So they will end up coming back home. So they are calling on the Monrovia. I don't know why our people are so irresponsible. But let me read out the comments. But first, let's get to our weather report man. Let's hear from our weather report man. All right. Let's hear from him. We have Solomon Hashem Tunis, the weather report man from New York City. He's rough and ready. Let's get to you, bro. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to Mama Liberia. Your weatherman Tunis from New York City. New York City was on fire last night, man. Did you hear the news?
Yeah. Congratulations. I know your candidate won.
Not really my candidate, but a Muslim, the first Muslim ever. A young boy, young kid, young man, 32 years old, was born 1991, born in Kampala, Uganda, migrated here and became a citizen. He's now the first Muslims mayor. And again, across America, all elections, the Democrats swept everything.
Yeah, I've been following.
Exactly. I mean, for the rest of the people who are listening, just to give them just from Freedom FM, because Freedom FM sometimes give foreign news. Anyway, let's come back to the weather. Today, 84 degrees feels like 94. So that's a high percentage of heat. Humidity is 79. Winds from northeast is about 4 miles per hour. So the wind is very little for the heat over Liberia at this moment. And that's going to continue all day, probably way midnight while you are asleep or listening to nighttime spin, you will be having chances of rain. That's way in the morning hour, 1 a.m. but all day you have a heavy sunshine, heat, and all. Thursday, it's not like today. You're going to have a thunderstorm on Thursday. Prepare for that. It'll be off and on, thunderstorm. Going to be a big rain, a lot of rain. It's not going to be heavy, but it's going to be boring for you. Anyway, it would delay you some of your visits where you're going and that. So expect rain. There's a lot of chances of rain on Thursday. So let's keep it this way, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay? Today, Wednesday, you're going to get a lot of sunshine and heat. But don't forget, tomorrow is when you're going to have mixture of sun and rain, but the rain going to overcome the sun. All right, that's about it. Thank you, Wendell. And that's your weatherman report from Staten Island, New York.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I want you to call me after the show, please.
I would definitely do. Because I was following and I know what's up, but we'll talk off air. All right. Definitely we'll do that. I will call you right after the show, Tunis. Just be by your phone.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the weather report. Our weatherman, Solomon Hashem Tunis, for bringing us the weather report for today and tomorrow. So let me get to read out the comments. Let's read out the comments for you. It's important because we have people watching, taking up their time to make their own contribution. So let's read out the comments. Jonathan S. Sanswood Sinian. I hope I got your last name pronounced correctly. Jonathan S. Sanswood Sinian says, good morning, my chief. I'm watching you from Front Street. Thanks so much for informing the Liberian people about issues affecting them at times. Titus Renning Nuch Chipley says, I'm following you from Lower Magibie County. Patrick Davis, he says here, Patrick Nyepon Davis, I'm watching you from Hamburg, Germany. Patrick Davis is watching from Hamburg, Germany. Joseph Michael Coty is watching from Todmanberg City, Bombing County. Prince Safar, it says, I'm watching from Jamaica Road. And Brahma Massacre says, good morning, Winda and Esther. I'm watching you from you people from New Land Community, Upper Johnsonville. And Christine Twister Roberto Slobo says, good morning, Winda and Esther. I'm watching you guys from my home in Caldwell, New Georgia North Road this morning. And Bill W. Zawolo Kido says, good morning, guys. I'm watching you from Ganta City, Nema. It is my pleasure to join you this morning. Josephine Satema Minsa says, good morning, my freedom family. Bwaka Monoba says, good morning. I'm watching live from Claratown. Hezekiah Dodo says, good day, Mama Liberia. I'm following you closely from my residence in District Number 17, Broadville City, Christopolis community, to be precise. The Senate needs to halt that road fund deal. Liberia deserves better. Only criminals or criminal deal the executive can enforce. And continuation of the comments, Joseph Kwekwe Pinel says, we agreed with what? I don't know. Hezekiah Dodo says, Bwaka want to get his 10% from the budget. And he says, who's about Freedom FM 87.9? What is about this mobile number? Hezekiah Dodo, our anniversary is coming up. And whatever way you can contribute to that number. That's the information for you. We have been taxed to get 2 sets of jersey, the pre-news. So we are, open to your contribution. Aliyu Masale says, good morning. Puchi says, good morning, Freedom Family. I'm watching you from Moulton Corner, Broadville City. Aliyu Masale again says, congratulations to the people of New York City. And Prince Yafa says, Uncle Tony's last night was boring between you guys on the nighttime spin. Please try to resolve that. We'll definitely resolve that, okay? Corwus Cabbage says, great show. Thanks for the update. Watching from Rhode Island. Corey, please check our mobile number and be a part of this anniversary celebration. Darlington Rule says, good morning, watching you from New Georgia. So all of you who are watching, the mobile number is there. Let's celebrate our 9th anniversary together. We are dedicating this entire anniversary to you, our fans. All right. So that's it. Let's get to the phone lines. Those of you who want to speak on some of the things we talk about, you can call in and make your contribution. But I think my interest is drawn to, you know, this issue with the Liberian students. You know, I don't know why every time when the government say, oh, we'll send people to go learn, the people will leave. But when they get there, it's another thing. How you would send somebody, you say you're sponsoring somebody to go to school, and you're not living up to the tax. Not to say the person in that country of their, you know, the origin. The man left his country to go somewhere to go learn on the government expense. And how do the government feel when that person is abandoned? We have a PhD candidate among the students. We have somebody who is pursuing their master's degree. And it's unfortunate that where they are going to school, their base are not being taken care of. They are having issues with medical insurance. They are having issues with their school balances and all of that. You go check it out where they are even staying, they are owing rental fees. So it's sad time for our country. The Monrovia Consolidated School System, the boy is on your code now. The woman went to the legislature and lied to the senators. I'm quoting the story because the student said the information the woman provided to the Senate are all untrue. She lied to the senators. She lied to the people. She lied. She went there and told the people that, oh, everything has been settled. The medical insurance, the balances for their school fees, and everything have been settled. So when the children heard it, they say, no, they send a letter back to the Senate and say, all the things that woman told you are not true. She lied. How can an honorable person serving in such a position will go and stand before, anyway, the senators themselves, they are unserious people. So anybody can go there and just play with their intelligence. Because if these people were standing up for the country, some of the things that they are going through wouldn't happen. Somebody will go before the Senate to go and lie. Then the senators then agree not to even do a follow-up. They agree with the woman. The students are now struggling in India. In India, where when you see a black man, it's kind of different. Our students are there struggling because the government is here to settle the arrears or the university. So the people are saying, if you cannot meet up with your requirement, we have to put you out of the system, meaning that it will send them back home, will expel them from the school. So their studies will not be completed. We have a candidate there who is pursuing his PhD, another person, master, the rest are undergraduates. So it's sad. It's sad. This woman went before the Senate and lied that the people fees have been settled. You know, that's the irresponsible part of it. Some of them, they wouldn't consult their people who's responsible. They would just go and just appear before the Senate. Then you have nothing to say. Everything you will say will be lie. Because the people that you're supposed to work with to feed you with information, you don't ask them. Because there are sections within the MCSS that are responsible for search. You have the finance office there. You're supposed to reach to your finance people. Have you paid these people money? Have you settled their medical insurance? Have you paid the balances to the school? These are the information you need to get first before you go to the Senate. But you went before the Senate and lied. Because you know the senators are a bunch of unserious people. People who are seeking their self-interest. People who are putting their interests first than the country. So you go before them and lie. That's the kind of country we'll find ourselves. Because when you have the head of the country lying, then what do you expect from the other people? The same thing that brought this government to power. That's the very thing they are practicing, lying to the Liberian people. But let's take few calls. Let's take few calls and leave from here. Let's hear from you. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. The WhatsApp line for those of you outside Liberia is +231 886 500 104. Those of you who are celebrating your birthday today, we want to wish you a wonderful birthday. Broadville City is celebrating his birthday today. Take it from all your friends for Baba Garage in Newcretown, Anthony Sio, aka Nyakan, K. Kaiser Ulegre, and everybody wishing you happy birthday. Troho is also throwing a birthday shot for you. Edwin Tia Davis. You say Davis. He Davis. Somebody will ask him what your name. He said Davis. You in Liberia, then you say Davis. Then we'll say you Freetown. But you Davis. You're not Davis. When you go Freetown, we'll say Davis. In Liberia, we'll say Davis. So Tia, please take note. Happy birthday to you. I'm just trying to pull your legs. All right, so folks, let's get to the phone lines and hear from our people. Keep playing the Win Liberia cash giveaway. Abraham Camaro come and pay out some cash to you. All right, so okay, let's take all right, Corey Cabbage, please, we have to get in contact with you. We're definitely get in contact with you because you're watching us from Rhode Island. Thanks for watching us. Let's take this person as our first caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, fine. Welcome to the show. What is your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Howard, New Georgia.
Go ahead. Let's hear you. You have a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually the government, the government is running this country on social lies. So everybody that comes to the government will work and they will come with lies also. Your head is a liar. And everyone that will do something they will not say the truth, they will just say true lie and they want people to believe them.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want to say, Mr. Nime. Thank you for having the chance to talk to you.
Thank you, Sibo. Thanks for your contribution. That's a country we'll find ourselves when the leaders are lying to the people.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Mr. Nimle.
Yeah, good afternoon from my end. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Nimle. I'm Spencer Mohammed in a call from a Propo Kono, down Coast Bone Hill, Moita community. Mr. Nimle. This is not surprising to me. If you see a man who worked in government for 42 years, came and told his followers that I live alone, we have opportunity, we squander it, then even you squander it, it's like you tell us that you are two. You still small, but your boss man still big. Even if you still small, we make you president. What does it mean? Meaning, the people they just came to destroy. Nothing good will come for the people. Look at what is happening now. The visa inspection is talking about, as I'm telling reports, investigation is proving that the visa inspection is that will list
Mm-hmm.
What is really happening to the buses? You go to separate buses, you guys say you're not a buses? Well, President, we have brought free buses and put money into our pocket. You taking our money to go make separate buses. You can hold the permit. Is there one going to deliver us? Wisdom, I mean, my brother, our country is getting back under this gangster paradise. These guys will destroy this country in the next few years. So, nothing will see for them. These guys need to perform on the matter of last decision in a own decision will bring them down. That's what is happening in Bone. To go build a bridge for the country.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Is this the thing that we are building that you are passing the right way? But thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our presence on national issue. This is why like people Brian Bond says, and this is what all of us are in. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Windows. And good afternoon, Mr. Peace, all is from Wolfer Country. Well, without money, Mohammed Jones of Fana. But I'm called for the chicken seal. Well, Mr. Newland, what is here happening there among people that be family that when people say, yes, sorry to that, sir. How can a person come to a public and say that they should under everything they have for 12 years, and then it goes and again and say that the person won. See the person ability, you know, and he let the person, you know, we are suffering in this country, and the government is doing nothing like right. Do you know that we have already resolved our thing, but now we are kicking them out? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's keep the calls coming in. Let's take more calls on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. 11 more days to our anniversary. So we would announce the location where we will be having our football games. So just keep listening to Freedom Radio, and we want all of our fans, even those of you who don't like the things that we do here, you can come and let's all have fun together. You know, politics shouldn't divide us. You be on that side and I be on the other side. We shouldn't be enemies. All right. We can disagree to agree. That's why we are one family. So we need to put our country first in everything we do. Let's forget about the hatred. Let's forget about the envy and jealousy that we hold against people, you know. So that's the only way we can move this country forward, to be together as one. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Pre-News. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Prince Jackson, and I join you from the Johnsonville Belt, Belleton, Festival.
Okay, you have a minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the problem I have is it has to do with the police issue. I don't know how many times are they doing, you know, they want inspection. I got my own pickup.
No, we're not talking about that one this morning. All right. My concern is centered around the students, our Liberian students that are in. Look, people shouldn't divert, shy away from this talking point, because they may not be connected to you one way or the other, but they are Liberians. All right. They are struggling to where they are. All right. They went on the MCSS scholarship to India to get education, to come back home to contribute. But they are struggling now. The guys are, you know, saying that their medical insurance have not been settled. Some of the school fees they owing have not been settled. Even to where they stay, they have a problem with their rental fees. And the head of the Monrovia Consolidated School system was summoned by the Liberian Senate. People that all the information that the students provided, they are all untrue. The woman said that bunch of lies. So how can a grown-up woman serving in such a position somebody who's supposed to have, respect for his or fellow man would treat them in that form and manner. Liberian students are struggling and the woman doesn't care. She bottom, they are a bunch of, grievous seekers, self-seeking individuals. So she went before them and lied, knowing the fact that the students that stay going through a tough time in India. It's sad time for our country. So let's speak to this. Let's condemn these people because they need to be condemned. When people do good things, we praise them. When people do bad things, let us not celebrate them. Let's condemn them so that they can next time improve. Why would you go and lie? Why would you go and lie? That woman know the senator then was serious people. She will not go before them and lie. She will not go before them and lie. You got people that Koga and senator. You got people that Darius Dillon, then they are senators. You got all of them there, they are senators. Yomli Kanga Lawrence, who's the president pro tempore. Follow these people track record. And you will know who they are. It is time that Liberians should be voting on tangibility. People who do good things for you are the people. People who are making impact in your community. People who are making impact in society. Not people who will just jump up from the blue sky and say, oh, okay. See what is happening in other communities. See what is happening in other districts. District has been abandoned. As we speak, the county development fund for the districts or for counties, they are yet to receive it. Where is that money? When you have poor Liberian students struggling to get education, to come back home to contribute, they are being deprived. Let's talk to this person. Hello?
Hello,
yeah, man, Sisi. I don't want to send kind of text yesterday. I know you were making. I said, I'm tired of seeing you. I don't want to see you.
Okay, thank God I'm tired of seeing me. You want to pray there when I'm praying.
I'm tired of seeing you, man. I'm tired of hearing your voice.
No, I'm tired of seeing me. I will not be there.
I'm tired of seeing you, man. I'm tired of seeing you, man. I'm tired of hearing your voice.
All right, no problem with that. I don't count one line, but thank God you your family.
Oh, no, can't one not lying, you. Can't get that text. I still get it in my phone set.
Oh, no problem. I agree. Anything you say, I agree. I have seen my face, no problem.
Yeah.
So, no issue about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're down to the issue. That one when they scrap it, they have so good and so busy. They say, okay, now it's not to the problem, but they are so good. And the people is found in this country. When we're seeing those things, it's sorting, it's only you. But we're seeing the radio or it's sorting you. That if people are going to power, before people to come to power. They get there, people can't receive. They mentor you in letting all low. And they all low and go to happy. That's not the every day. They say we're all kind of fighting the government. So you cannot go on the country. They don't Western and vote there. So for me, I know that they voted, they stole their vote for God. But they said President Biden will not be now. That's what we're doing. That in our country.
Thank you, Dr. CC. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Brother Munya.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sabu Rasta. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for your fast and for the public recognition. This is the voice. Look, the window is sorrowful, man. It's sorrowful whenever you can hear. Any window, you put nine, and you put nine window to one, and you put win, they go and do that.
Yeah.
Window,
win. Yeah. For the 2 years of the school, I'm not trying to answer. I knew that today I'm going to be a bear coffee and look at that period. When you see that period, it can help when you're. When I thank you for the show, but how are you talking about the gender issue? I don't want to speak to the gender issue when you're. Yes, Sabu Rasta, let's hear you on that.
Yeah, we don't get anything. I will see what to do. Yeah, but
thank you.
You told me the last time, you're going to give me your number, but you don't have to talk. But since then,
Don't worry about that. You will get my number. All right.
Okay. I'm following the show. When I get another number,
I can do it on the air, but I'll call you. Don't worry. I know how to get you. Thank you, Sabu Rasta. Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Davina.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where you join us from?
I'm Jiba Kama, calling from Bong.
Go ahead, Jiba. Which part of Bong Mines?
Calling from Jiba. One of the body stars in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me for the show. Let's go while you put. I want to know the whole government or the new government send the people on us.
The government send the people. The government, look, government are government.
Yeah. We're talking about, okay, so the last man, how many years they put last man there or how many months?
My man, I know all that one.
Yeah, the thing looking powerful. Yeah, when it's there, when you go enter, you go in. Somebody on the town where you don't know nothing about the place. How you get your food to eat?
You know.
When you say your father, not give it to you, can't eat. Oh, no, man. There's no way, let tell the people, so put you in and come back.
Yeah.
Then small thing better than fishing. You're not eating, and when you like that, you eating wanting to eat and what to sell your lesson at 2 things. And how give me to get out here? Because eating wanting to eat.
Okay.
Oh man, thank you for the show. I hope bless some. But what representative? I mean, senator, they're talking now because they are the only people in the house that can want to.
Thank you. Let's talk to this. Hey. You sure you want us to have conversation like this? Hello?
Hello?
You sure you want us to have conversation like this?
Sorry. I was stopping on radio. I just left there. Good afternoon. I'm James Blama Kamara.
Okay, Blama, let's hear you. No time, and then we'll go to Aliyu Masale.
Yeah, thank you, Sam, for flagging the issue about our students in India. And the government should be able to take the needed action that will be able to alleviate those suffering that students are being faced with. You know, when you see your country is suffering, that is much better than when you ask out there because you have nobody to ask for hand out. So the government should look in that direction. And the person still the person in that position, how will you go to the national legislature and lie on a who? You're supposed to even plead with the national legislature to say we need some money in terms of taking care of these students. It is not easy, you know, we just took over and we did not know all of the cases that relate to maintaining those students out there on the scholarship. So we need you people to at least give us funding that will be able to take care of them. But if you are seeing that some of those students you are not even aware of them, then what are you doing to your people? And these are Liberians. Whether they were saying that during weird time or whatever time, it is the government responsibility. That is the continuation of government. When the government is continuing,
so true.
You can't just occupy a position. No.
Okay.
But you come and take care of our responsibilities and government has been taken care of. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, J. Blama Kamara. Let's talk to our man, Aliyu Masale. Aliyu, it's good having you on the show as our very last caller.
Thank you, Mr. Nimlen. Good morning from my end. Good afternoon to your end. Good morning, Mama Labira. You see, this issue about our brothers who are in India, yes, it is very frustrating, it's troubling. I've been receiving a series of calls from them.
Very troubling.
Because I know some of them, no matter our political differences, yes, but I have been talking to them. But it's not easy. India, that country is one of these poorest country again in the world. Those people don't see them by their color. I've been there and I know the way of life there. And you feel your country going over there, this is your first time, you don't even say no anybody, and you went over there, your government sent you and abandoned you. That's been very irresponsible of the government. Those guys, they are suffering because those places, every night, them are diseasing chinches, they come with different sicknesses. And you somewhere you don't have even a medical insurance. That alone is not good. And like you said, they send it, these are just a bunch of unserious people we have sitting over there. If this lady can go and say everything those children said they are all lies, and you say you people have paid their insurance, their tuition, what you will do? You people say this is the house of elders. Okay, can we see the receipt? Buy the document to prove what you said. This is what people do. But they sat over there, she went there, she lied to them and left from there. You see, even this morning I wake up, I saw a missed call from two of my friends there. You see, they even following the show now. These are all lies. Those guys, they are suffering. So this government I came to be the most experienced government, the most educated people. They had to see what they can do swiftly to intervene to avoid those people to avoid expulsion. Because that will be the truth. They're out of the school. Where are they going to go? You don't know anybody. They won't keep you on the dump. You see, that's another problem. Okay. So President Joseph Yuma Boakai, Education Minister, MCSS, Director of Boss, whosoever, you see what you can do. Guinea today, immediately to save our brothers and sisters from being disgraced. Because when they are disgraced, it's a disgrace to the country as well and also to the government. So yeah, please do what you can do. Thank you. God bless America. God bless Liberia.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of Aliyu Masale. And folks, on that note, this is how we conclude this edition of the show from the Print News. And again, don't forget, it's 11 more days to our anniversary. Let's say a big thank you to our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Tool, and Mayuba & Sons Incorporated. We'll be here hopefully on Friday. Tomorrow is a holiday. I'm not too sure I'm going to be around. But anything can happen, though. But we got to go. Let's go home.